We turn a lot to a little. We do. Real life entrepreneur, cut out the man in the middle. Some days it's slow, some days it go, but every day we trying to get to it. Run it up. Let's go.
Okay. Hey y'all, this is Big Kat Disco, and I just did a wonderful, wonderful interview with real life entrepreneurs. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. If you would like to follow me, it is Instagram at Big Kat Disco or at _disco.
What's going on, everybody? Rocking with the real life entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Steel.
And it's Tiffany Down.
Hey
y'all.
We got a hot entrepreneur in here, man.
Real hot.
She done got that tea, man. She want to show you how to get healthy around here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what?
Who we got?
Brittni Big Kat Disco. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome.
Hello.
Say, telling folks where you from.
Well, I'm from Dallas. Grew up in Grand Prairie, Texas. South Grand Prairie. Go Warriors.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Warriors, for
class
sure.
of 06.
For sure.
You already know.
We in that thing for sure. So like how was it going on growing up out there? Like in Grand Prairie for you?
If you want me to be honest? Yeah.
You went to college?
Yeah, I went to SMU out here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was difficult. So, I moved back stateside when I was like 11 because my family was in the Army.
Stateside? What's that?
Stateside. So I grew up overseas, like for a part of my life. I grew up in Germany. Yeah, Vilsen, Germany. Yeah, I used to speak Dutch and everything as a child. Like,
really?
yeah. And so we came back here because my grandmother, she lives in South Oak Cliff, over there at College Park by Paul Quinn. Mm-hmm. So coming back like in 5th, 6th grade here was like a hard transition, just because I was a little bit different. You know what I mean? And I didn't really fit in, and I never really fit in anywhere. So. But yeah, I love growing up in Grand Prairie. It was a great mixed environment. Like, I'm still very close with all my childhood friends, so I love Grand Prairie. I don't go back as often as I should because it's really nothing over there. It's like the burbs, but the burbs was fun.
So you didn't have did you go to your class reunion?
So we didn't have the tea. I hope somebody from Grand Prairie.
Did, cause,
no,
cause,
we didn't have a class reunion. Because I was.
Didn't you have a class reunion? Yeah.
What? 06?
He's with 06.
No, he's not.
He's 08.
He 08. No, 06.
06 didn't have no class
They
reunion?
couldn't get it together, and I originally.
Because I'm 05. So
I originally would say go to the Facebook group. I originally took it all over and was like, yeah, I'm gonna just put the buddy up. Don't worry about it. We go do whatever. And somebody named somebody that. Let me not do the girl like that, but somebody who wasn't voted most talented and most likely to succeed decided she wanted to step up and take responsibility, and it didn't happen. It all fell apart. So, if they would have let me handle it, we would have had a reunion.
Oh, wow.
So y'all got another one coming up though too after us. Yeah, after 05. So y'all ain't gonna do 20 years?
Don't put them numbers on me.
That's 20. That's 20, ain't it?
Ain't that 20 years?
Yes, because it's the 10.
Wait,
it's
that
10
would be
the first.
2026?
It's 10, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's
10
3 years from now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's what I said. I'm 05, so shit, we coming up on our 20.
I'm looking at y'all like, damn.
I'm an old woman.
I don't even know what grade I was
in. When you graduate?
15.
I don't feel that.
Yeah, you got a little, you got
15?
I'm not going to my reunion.
15?
Yes.
Child,
so you still got your reunion is this year, right?
I don't
2025.
I don't care to go. I don't want to see those people.
That's just something to just go back and pop your shit.
What am I going to go see? What?
It's just going back to just reminiscing, going to pop your shit.
You gotta go shit on niggas.
Yeah. I hate it.
You an entrepreneur. You on.
I graduated as a junior.
You trying to get the hell up out there?
No, I still had senior year. I was still supposed to go, but I had all my credits. But I went to graduate in my class, but I didn't go to school senior year.
What school you went to?
Lancaster.
Oh, okay, Lancaster.
Well, that's where I graduated from. I went to like 4 different high schools. Yeah, don't ask. My mom let me do anything.
Fights?
No, I just didn't want to be there no more.
Oh. You know that's what you.
Well, get put out. Nah, it's not.
You know, I went to a couple high schools.
I used to fight, but I ain't fight in high school. I was smarter than that. Nah, you gotta catch me outside.
I know that's why catch me off the property.
Yeah.
So tell them folks what got you into entrepreneuring? Like, what you had a job or something? You didn't want no job, and then just like, man, fuck this job shit.
All right. So I had a really, really interesting journey into my entrepreneurship. And becoming a business owner. So I didn't have a straightforward path at all. Like I used to like work corporate during the day in payroll, and then at night I used to waitress like in clubs, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, bottle girl, all that.
You been a stripper before?
No, I was never a stripper. I ain't never have rhythm.
You thought about it?
If I could have had rhythm. God knew what not to give me.
I
never had rhythm a day in my life.
If I had just a little rhythm, I'd have been in
I would
that
have had rhythm, but that's actually like I was a waitress in the clubs. Like, and so that's one of the things I was like, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I learned how to make money like on the floor, some tights and like talking to people. And,
they made a little bit more money than the strippers anyway.
I made really good money in that lifestyle, but that lifestyle was conflicting with who I am spiritually, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I said no, like I had to talk with God. I was like, God, that's why I said 2015. That's so funny because that was like my turning point. I was like, God, no, like I'm gonna just take corporate 100%. And so I sat behind those desks from like 2015 to 2018, and I realized I was like, they're not giving no opportunities to me.
Right.
Like they.
Where was you working at? Like what type of?
So I worked in payroll. I've been in payroll since I was 19. So payroll finance, corporate finance, stuff like this. So I always had jobs where I sat on the compensation side and I actually work with the money. So I have like $10 million payrolls every week where I could, physically see the money move. But I was like, myself at that time, I was being paid $21.63 an hour. And
but actually for that time frame, it was kind of good for that time.
It was because that's back when cost of living in Texas was affordable.
2015, getting paid $20-something dollars.
Yeah, $21.63.
Like shit, like damn, you being paid real good.
But I was
now it's like everybody getting that almost 20.
Nah, I used to be getting like 30, 40.
Yeah, 30 and 40 is what you really need.
Yeah, to be living.
No, I'm saying, but everybody getting $20 now.
I just I was making $21.63. The thing about it was, it's like, I'm a single mom, so, and me and my son's dad, we have a great relationship, joint custody and all of that. So there was no child support. There was no like safety net or nothing. If I don't,
that's what I'm talking about. Black
I know. I never did that. That was never a case. Like he loves his kid. Like I was like, I'll figure out the money, But, having $21.63 an hour, like, back then, it was money, but if you don't have discipline, you don't have a set up budget, you're still in your 20s, you got a kid.
Trying to live.
Yeah, you're trying to live. And
you're making good money and balling, not really, you're just balling on a budget.
Right, and the other part of that is you came out of environments where you made like $700 or $1,000 in like 3 hours just being a waitress or a body girl because somebody like
fast money.
So I had to go through the transition of like fast money to like 100% corporate.
Yeah,
and that was
to slow it down. Like,
that's real slow.
Yeah, that hurt.
You said $700 a night. Yeah, that's
that was hard. That was.
And
really
then you gotta
hard.
wait on a check.
Yeah, yep. You gotta really really wait on a check. So. From there, I was like, well, if I'm gonna do this corporate thing like 100% and run it like this, I'm going to learn everything. I didn't have a college education. I had dropped out of college with my son. I was 8 months pregnant and I dropped out.
What was you going to college for?
Theater.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be a famous actress.
Yeah, actress.
I've done movies. I've done commercials.
You have?
Mm-hmm. I did a Brian Longcart commercial.
What movies you been on? Tell us about what movies you been on.
I actually
commercials.
Okay, so it's called Mangus with Heather Mazzarato and Jennifer Coolidge. That was my first movie I ever did, and it was shot on my son's first birthday, and I played Heather Mazzarato's girlfriend. But it was my first time ever getting like a big role.
What's that on? Tubi?
No, it's not on Tubi. It was an independent film. This is way back in the day. This is like 2010.
Where can you go find that movie at?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I don't live the life, so it's like, I mean,
you don't know where to go find it. You got a copy.
I'm pretty sure it's like on Amazon, like digital service. I mean, it was an independent film. Like it did.
It was
its
back
thing.
then. You said
it was back then. It
so,
did its thing when it happened, and then like I did like little commercials.
Back then
and,
it was DVDs.
Yeah.
So you don't
Take me back
have
to
you don't
the
have
DVD
this
days.
movie nowhere, and you was on it. That's crazy.
I don't even try to go find it.
Really?
I'm still working through that. That's a part of the journey. You trying to figure out like your own identity.
You must didn't like that character.
No, I love the character and I love the opportunity. I think it was like I spent my whole life in theater, and like I had an idea of what I wanted to be since 11 years old, and then I made a choice to become a mother at 19, and it was kind of like, ooh, everything just kind of.
19 is a good age. Why do you keep saying it like that?
19 is not a good age to become a mother.
You know what age people are getting pregnant? I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that. People are getting pregnant at 15.
I had a baby at 17.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. 19 is actually like a you
And my
legal,
baby
you
now
out of
is
school.
19. So she 19.
I mean, I had my own spot.
How old's your son now?
He just started high school at 14.
See, that ain't what
My
happened.
honey.
But 19 is a good, like, people are starting early, like, where their parents have to raise their kids because they still got to go to school. They still.
Yeah, I think that.
They fast age.
I think
It's a real fast
what
age.
I mean by like.
You know what?
It probably wasn't good
Nah,
for you
you
because
know,
it was just unexpected.
you know
like,
what's getting them? You know what's making them little motherfucking horny like they is?
Because they already
They
drinking
got
and smoking.
cell phones.
Yes, cell
It's not- I don't know.
phones,
They
social
can go,
media.
They can go on.
Yes.
Come on, we did not have the access
didn't-
to the phone,
I didn't get
and we
my
can
first
just type in XXX whatever.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? They can go do that and be in wherever they at. Oh, y'all see this shit? You know?
How old was you when you
was
got your first phone?
I had beeper.
I'm about to say, y'all didn't have
I had a
phones.
beeper.
Let's
I had a
start
beeper.
there.
So
Y'all
I'm
didn't even have
36.
phones.
I'm 36, so I had a beeper.
Sorry.
What age do you think?
My age, I was in probably like I think when they was like
If y'all didn't have phones, y'all didn't
So we
have
talking
unlimited.
we had flip phone. We had to go get
Yeah,
a
Oh
SIM
no,
card.
you'll never know the days of the razor flip phone.
I did have a razor.
We had the SIM cards.
Wait,
I had a razor.
wait. Did you have a two-way? Did you have
I had
the
the
two-way?
flip
I had a
right too.
razor. I had a Motorola.
Sidekick.
I had a
Sidekick.
I had a BlackBerry. I had all that.
Yeah, I had the BlackBerry. I had all that.
If
all
you
that.
don't know what it's like to try to get on the internet with dial-up,
Dial-up.
don't talk to me. If you
Yeah.
don't know about Yahoo chat rooms and AOL
Yes,
dial-up, don't talk
yes.
to me.
Yeah, I was
We
a
was
little
here before
girl.
social
but
media.
I was a little girl, but
We was at the start of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like
we was-
Bieber. I still had Bieber on MySpace. Yeah.
Did you had to sit and wait because nobody get on the phone?
Yeah,
in the
nobody can
house?
get on the phone, and then
Man.
somebody get on your phone, you gotta reload your whole page.
That's back when
It
you
shut
had to configure
everything
your
down. Phone
MySpace.
call, everything gets shut off in there. God, man, I was on the goddamn phone and shit.
No, I had siblings
Trying to
who- they
download
wanna
this
talk on the
music.
phone while you
Hey, remember
on-
you have to download
Line
music.
wire,
Yeah.
all that.
With the CDs on the computer. Yeah,
the
that's
LimeWire
where it all
days
come
was
from.
like I don't condone stealing, but them LimeWire days I didn't even realize when I was burning it on them CDs.
Yeah,
That's
we
when
were
you-
hitting that. Listen,
Listen, LimeWire changed the game.
But I'm telling you, I was a little girl, but I mean, I was there. But we crossed over. We had cell phone, unlimited talk text.
Oh no, we was in the days where there
Yeah,
was
after
no
nine.
unlimited.
Yeah,
How
after
far
nine.
you is from 30?
It was after 9.
How far you is from 30?
Like 3 years.
Oh, you
Oh yeah,
27?
yeah. You
I'm
right.
about to be 27 next month.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
you
right.
in
Stay
you,
there.
You right.
You
up
at 27?
No, yeah, stay there.
there. No.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
Stay
at
there.
27.
I am.
Yeah, stay there.
How?
Stay in your 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop telling people
you
my
can't.
age though.
Well, no, getting
Yeah,
older
embrace that
is great.
shit.
No, you can
Embrace that
tell
shit.
people your age.
Because
but
black
stay-
don't crack. Embrace that
Stay
shit.
Yeah,
mentally
I
at
take these lashes off. I
27.
look 15.
Embrace that
I
shit.
know that's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Black don't crack
It's
unless
just,
you don't crack.
it's just, don't stay there. Don't stay at 27. Keep innovating. Keep
What
going.
I mean is, I'm not saying mentally stay at 27. What I'm saying, like your energy and your spirit,
Yeah.
keep that. Cause
Oh, yeah, keep that
them
young
old
energy.
bones, them
Keep that
old
young
bones
energy.
start
'Cause
talking.
my kid,
at
like I said,
35.
my daughter 19, she be like, Daddy, you still be listening to all the music, and now, and I'm a promoter. I'm with Dallas Lee, so I be seeing she see everything, all the parties, everything going on. She see everything I'm going on. Now, hey, you see where I'm posting, you see where I'm at. Don't be where I'm at.
I call my daddy. I be like, I got a young daddy. That's my brother.
Yeah, so it's like she like, Daddy, you still young. You ain't old. You just you a young old.
But you're
I'm like a young old. Like I was like, what's a young old? They was like, well, cause you old. But you listen to young music. You still ride with the big rims on your cars. You still I said,
they don't know
that's me.
Yeah,
I said, I'm gonna be a granddaddy still pulling up on 8 or something.
Not with the grandbaby in the bag.
With the grandbaby in the bag.
Not with the grandbaby in the bag.
Wait, you got
that's just the culture.
Huh?
You got grandkids?
No, not yet. Hold
I'm
on.
about to say,
No,
what
no,
the hell?
no.
We ain't talking about that.
You somebody granddaddy?
No.
Oh, all right. I was just checking.
No, we ain't made that far. No.
Have to say, I missed
I
one
got 5
weekend.
girls and I hope they don't.
5 girls. Oh, that means you was a player from the Himalayas.
What? Started in
only
high
have one?
school.
Mm-hmm.
Started in high school.
I only got one.
One kid? Oh, okay.
One.
You want any
And one and gone?
Done.
Really?
She said,
Done.
You don't know girl?
No. Well, I did
Until
have
you
another
have to
daughter.
do-
She
did with you.
Yeah. Well, no, I did have another daughter. She passed away right after birth in 2019. So
stillborn?
There was no. It was complications and stuff, and I just after that I said check on that box, and I was like, I'm finna be.
You
Ricky
got
Martin
your
living.
tube side?
No.
Oh.
My tubes is open.
Oh, okay.
oh, so you can have a baby.
I can,
You just not.
You just
but I ain't.
drunk nights.
Listen,
Drunk nights
I would say
slip up.
this. I would say this. One thing about it is like when you become a young parent. That's why I was saying about age of 19. There's so much in my 20s and like me leaving college and the networks and connections that you learn, and this feeds back into entrepreneurship, which is like one of like networks are like the number one reason or one of the number one reasons why Black entrepreneurs fail when they first start their business. They lack the necessary networks to help expand them.
Right.
A lot of that is built in college. But while I was somebody's mom and enjoying that time, I never like take back being like my son is literally my anchor, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there was a sacrifice of building those networks and lifelong friendships and connections and organizations I could have got in.
That as he got
Yeah.
older. So where he could move a little bit more.
Yeah, it was really when he was like 12 or 13 that I could really start, getting out here and like developing myself, especially in my journey as a woman too. So that's the only thing I say about like becoming a mother at a young age is that, in entrepreneurship, it's your fuel that makes you a hustler, but at the same time, there's certain aspects that limits you from your ability to truly be able to network or pop your shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, my babe. I can smoke my babe.
So let them know what all the like what you got going on. Like I see you got the tea. Tell them about the tea. Tell them about the.
Okay, so before I go into TLC, because I love TLC, so I've been on TLC products for years and years and years, but I wasn't consistent. But
about the TLC product.
TLC, I got the vitamins for you. I don't think I got no tea. Well, I think
no,
I might have got a couple
weight
packs of tea.
I probably didn't seen it before, but
I got a 15-day challenge in the car.
y'all know how I be like. I don't believe in it.
Listen, sis.
All that tea shit.
Listen, you don't believe in it?
No, I don't even drink tea.
Do I have a spokesman in the room?
It's not that type of tea. Though.
It's not that type of tea.
I know what you're talking about.
You mix it in the water.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing about me and where I struggle, and I'm gonna get into what I actually do for a living.
You're a good candidate because you already got the body and you just need to work it a little bit.
First of all, this is a man to be. Let me tell you,
that's how I look at it because
it's not even about weight loss. It's about
show.
health. Your health is your wealth, especially as an entrepreneur. So what I ran into the fact that like I could grind all day behind these laptops and do what I got to do. I could hit these numbers, but my health wasn't where it needed to be. And so I got back on my TLC product, and Tammy was always Tammy, you know what I mean? And
she owned it.
I did some business with her fiance, Jeremy, and so that's why I reached out to her. I was like, T, you can't keep posting these pictures. Like every time you post one of these pictures, I'm like, all right, girl, you reminded me, where I'm at. And so I got with her, got back on the products, and I went to one of her PSA I went to her PSA retreat down in Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. And the products were there, and Coach Sheila was there, and I was just talking about how much I love the products, and I was like, you can do this, and I was like, nah, I'm not into sales, network marketing. I'm not doing this. Like, I was so adamant. So a couple months went by, and she invited me to her watermelon event that she had at her house. And I was, I'm just talking to everybody else like I'm talking to you. Like, girl, no, it's not like that. Like, once you get it in your system for 15 days, you're really going to see, like, it's the energy you need to keep yourself going as an entrepreneur, especially as a woman. Because on social media, we have so much pressure on ourselves as entrepreneurs to, like, show who we are in real life while also still handling the real life of the business.
And being professional.
Yes, and being professional. And so content is king. And so your content
That's
can
another
really...
thing y'all didn't have to worry about back in the day. I didn't have to make no content. We got to make content out
we didn't have to make content on social media, but we had to make content in the streets.
In the streets.
You know what I'm saying? We had to be outside at the club. We had to know the promoters. We had to know the hottest whoever's in the city. We had to be in a section.
I'm from the hand in hand and sitting at the stove passing out CDs.
Mixtapes in the parking lot.
Mixtapes and shit like that. Like,
banners on the car. Like, you come out to your car after the club night and all them little, like, flyers. Like, knowing, like, that life was way different. Now you can sit on social media and the algorithm and the engine can do whatever for you. But here's the thing. You want to hear the real? It's still organic.
It's still organic. I still be outside. To me, the face card is more important than the social media. So I'm outside all the time. So a motherfucker see this face. So they be like, oh, okay, I actually seen him. I know him. You know what I'm saying? And then when they go to the Instagram and all this, and they see all this now, it's like it's everything. So you can't just sit at home no more. You know what I'm saying? So you still can't sit at home. To me, you still can't sit at home.
You can,
but I know. Here's
the thing too.
You still gotta go.
Social media originally was created for our age group to continue social connections after we migrated on. Now it's developed to a business platform to where we make money.
That's what Facebook was really for.
Yeah, I know.
I had Facebook with a college.
Stay in touch with the people that
and still see their afterlife and all this other stuff. Yeah, I know.
And it became something totally shit. Just social media just took over the internet.
But I mean, as much as people talk about social media, I just feel like a lot of people.
You had a MySpace?
Yes, I did.
Did you
was not going to be in my top 10.
Yeah. You had Black Panic?
Who?
Did you have Black Panic?
No.
Oh, see, let me move my mic over.
No, I didn't. I don't even know what that. I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
It was Black Planet, then it was MySpace.
Before MySpace, I had a Bebo.
Come on, who you got me sitting next to?
Yeah,
she don't even know.
It's two generations.
Okay, all right, it's a lot of generations.
We already talked about. We always talk about this here too.
We on the generation.
Yeah,
two different generations.
No, I do not mind. I'm looking at y'all like y'all ancient as hell.
She do.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm the Rosetta Stone.
She do. She be looking at it like she be like, y'all old as fuck.
Yeah, y'all old as fuck.
I love it though.
Y'all cool old as fuck. I like cool
wisdom.
Yeah, we teach a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that.
You don't think that?
No, I do
Mentorship?
No, I don't agree with the age come wisdom. People don't have access to like wisdom or something.
Some people, man, all that shit is mental.
It is mental.
It's
That's
mental.
what I'm saying.
So if a person's not mentally there, they can't teach you nothing. They can't teach you nothing. They can't give you any wisdom.
I can't never say, cause he or she is older than she.
No, they have to have something to show and prove that it has to be something that's like a.
You get what I'm saying? Like
you look up to them. It has to be something for y'all generation, for y'all to listen to a person my age or older. Y'all have to see it.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
I'm definitely a.
But we come from.
So you telling me this and shit? What is you? What show me, nigga? What have you done? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how y'all are now. Yeah. What have you done, nigga? Show me. You telling me this, but not knowing a lot of people have been through a lot and might not have. Like when you see the quote now is when a person lose. If a hustler, if he lose, he got to come back 10 times harder.
Yep.
A real hustler then lost 10, 20, 30 times. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Before they even get to the comfortable stage.
Yeah, I agree.
You get what I'm saying? So a person could be in a down point.
But that's not what I'm referring to, though.
No, I'm just saying a person can't be in a down point trying to tell you something and you're not taking it in because they're at a down point, but you never seen.
No. See, that's where it come where you that's an understanding process. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just because you're older doesn't make you wiser or doesn't make you like you can speak on. Sometimes some people need to shut the hell up.
Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I definitely understand both sides of this because we came from a generation that if you're older, that you respect your elders.
Yeah,
like when we came up,
anymore.
Here's the thing about it though. The idea of like what you consider wisdom, as in like, let me take it one step back. I was born in the Show Me State. I was born in Fort Leonard, Missouri base. I'm a show me type female. Mm-hmm. Like I don't believe nothing till I see it. Mm-hmm. But what I realized about this generation, that next step, my little sister, my son, is that there's so much visual showmanship that has to be attached to the quote unquote work that people make an assumption that you're doing what you need to do, and that's not what it is. Like we come from a generation that we were hand to hand. Like if somebody vouched for us, that was just enough. If somebody like now. Well, it's not really now because you check an Instagram page to see how many people following you.
Oh no.
But the truth behind that is like, all right, you got followers, but what's the engagement? What's the impressions? What's the conversion? Yeah,
I don't think y'all should have this conversation with me. I don't think y'all should have this conversation with me.
Why you say that?
Because
you have
the way you saying you saying y'all check this. I'm not. I'm like probably the 1%. You can see I agree that that's how it is, but I'm not like that. So I can sit and argue with you out there about it because I'm not the one who gonna check a following. I could care less about how many people follow me.
She's talking about your generation.
You talking about my generation, but I can't sit and take up for them because I'm not like them.
Right? Yeah. No,
so
I
can totally agree with what you're saying, but I'm that 1% that you're not talking to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
and I respect that. I think what I was saying more is towards the generation, not you
personally.
But I'm not.
She be lost in her own generation.
Yeah, in my own generation, I'm not there.
I be trying to tell her about certain
you're chosen.
Yeah,
that's what that means. Because I was lost in my own generation.
With wisdom, that don't work with me. You can be older than me, and I'm still look at you like
you want to be shown.
You're not there. You still not there.
I would tell you this. That's why I was saying, just because you're older doesn't mean that you have all the answers.
It's not. Yeah, all of this don't be quacking.
Yeah, it's what you chose to do with the life
I believe
lessons.
that too because it's people that you to be talking. But I could tell, man, I'm gonna tell you real shit.
You just gotta know how to read.
A person on the street that's homeless can probably give you more game than
I say that all the time.
You see, y'all keep on comparing it to y'all are putting it in money factors or successful.
No.
You're talking
about real life. I'm talking about like real life, like how to work.
A person
really
can tell me something that might wake me up, even though I'm like, man, these niggas let's sleep on motherfucking car on the street and shit.
It's not,
but it might be something he said. I'll be like, man, that nigga smart in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
The fuck? Why the
and
fuck
it awakens.
Yeah, that's what I mean by wisdom. Like,
why the fuck is he on the street?
Even if you don't have anything, it's not saying that you got something to show me. You don't have to have a Bentley to be like X, Y, and Z.
I don't believe in that.
It's what,
it's really up here, and as I say, the people that really be fucked up on the street got more knowledge than the motherfuckers got the whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they be happy.
Yeah, that's
they be happy.
That's why I be saying it'll fuck you up
because we can't buy.
It'll fuck you up because
I ain't tripping on no place.
I had a homeless person tell me some shit, and I was like,
what? Why are you homeless? What are you doing?
Nigga, why?
Because
you got so much nigga. He was nigga running down ideas and telling nigga. I'm like, bro,
because they free.
Why you should be bigger than it, bro. What you just said, bro, like that is a good idea, but they not. Bro, they want. That's how they want to live. That's how they want to do. So you got to understand in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? I understand certain situations. So they probably just want to be out here like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do understand that. Yeah.
But them niggas smart as a motherfucker. Even if he can be put in the front of millionaires and motherfuckers that can take his idea and take it where he's still not gonna wanna.
You would never know. You can be in the room with the brokest person and they talking and
they don't want
everybody be like, man, what he talking about? The richest person don't have nothing to say. So money don't define.
Money,
Well, I wouldn't even say money. It's like wealth. Like
say money,
true wealth.
Even though money do rule the world. But
well, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, true wealth is silent. But like my consultant in my office gave me this great key. She said, the most complex problems always have the simplest solutions. And that's why when we go back to the baseline of homeostasis, which is just balance, human balance, we're biological creatures, right? You see a homeless person, he's outside, he's living under a bridge, and you're thinking, oh, he needs something. But he's looking at you in that, you know what I'm saying, luxury car with the luxury things, and being an entrepreneur saying, yeah, I know what's on your head right now. Mm-hmm. You know, you wake up every single day having to figure it out to make sure you know, keep the lifestyle and or expand on it and push yourself further, right? Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I just wake up every day. Yeah, I go from that. I go from this tent to that corner.
A piece of chicken.
Yeah,
that's all they worried about.
But there are some people that are in some circumstances where mentally they cannot come out of. You know what I mean?
Come out of that.
And I don't ever want to look down on nobody with anybody like that has anything going on in their mind, because that's the hardest battle to fight. It's not, oh, yeah, no hater, no person on this earth will ever compare to what you go through in your own head, looking in the mirror. And some of the people that you see that are out there, like I live by a very large population of homeless people or people with addiction and things like that. Like I stay downtown right on the back end of Deep Ellum. And I drive by that every day and I stop, or I, hand something out the window, because I'm like, you just don't even know, like, greatness is probably somewhere in there, but they can't get out of their own head or their circumstances or environment or whatever the life has thrown them. They can't really migrate, you know what I mean, out of that. So I don't ever look at nobody and what they have and have judgment to say that they are or they aren't. Like, and that's what I was trying to make a comparison, not to you personally, but to like this generation, because I was talking more about my son, like, their idea of
their generations are different.
No, I agree with you.
Her generation is another generation, then it's a generation after her, then it's a generation after her. Now, those are the generations that we need to focus on, because from her generation and back are really in a fucked up generation.
They are, but they are. They also in a good position.
They in good positions because as far as money wise, there's a lot of money they can make. But far as they mental and everything, that they respect, their morals, all that shit is out the door. They don't give a fuck about no old school people. There's no respect to nobody. There's no yes ma'am, no ma'am. There's nobody they hold no doors for old folks. They don't have no respect for none of that. Mm-hmm. So all that is gone. You get what I'm saying? And then far as, like I say, behind your generation and going, it's like if nobody stops and try to change.
Wait, hold on, but
everybody's getting young. Everybody's getting young. Like I said the other day, I said all the old people that's old, 80, 90, some years old, they finna die.
Yeah.
They finna die. You get what I'm saying? That's finna be gone. There's nobody finna be 90, 80 years old no more. Why? Because everybody's
don't know that. Yeah, they're y'all kids.
Yeah, but that goes back to us becoming parents at a young age.
Yeah, the younger age is younger grandmas. Grandmas is 30 years old now.
Yeah.
When our grandmas was 60, 70.
Well, not that old. They was
like
so we probably thought they was
because everybody was just in the struggle, so they like old.
Who finally did for real?
Now technology is allowed grandmas to travel.
My granddaddy died in 2015, and to today he's 100 years old. So when I say that I was a kid, they was in their fucking 40s and 50s. Yeah. They were older. My granny right now, the one that's living, she's like 89, 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not my question. My question is, whose fault is these kids don't have morals?
Okay,
these are y'all kids.
Can we take a step back? I don't think it's anybody. Yes, that's why.
It's not the internet.
You know why?
I had the internet.
I had kids. My kids. My kids range from 1 to 19. You get what I'm saying? And when you go to telling them something, and if they feel like you wrong, they gonna say, "Good." I done had them Google it.
They be like, "Google it."
Google that. Mm-hmm. Google that. Say, "Fuck Google." I done had to argue about the Google.
Why are you arguing with your kids? Did your mom and daddy argue with you? No,
we didn't have that.
No, my mama used to say, "Go get the encyclopedia."
There was nothing.
There was no information available.
There was no information available for us to just go search for.
My mama used to be like, "Go read
the dictionary."
When they came to the Big 12
they used to tell us read the dictionary.
Yeah, the two sets of encyclopedias. We had a library in the house. If it was anything
you wanted to know, you go read the dictionary. Go read read that.
My mom used to make us go to the library.
It wasn't access for us to just be like, well, we gonna just Google this. We can go Google this. Now everything is Google.
Yeah.
The kids is all on. Nigga, if I say the fucking sky is green, they gonna say, Daddy, you lying. Man, the motherfucker been green all my goddamn life. Then what Google say is blue this day and this day and this, they gonna break it down on you. You gonna be like, all right, goddamn, I gotta argue.
Look, y'all know how I am. I do agree with y'all. But I have to, y'all know I gotta dumb myself down. I'm gonna have to take up for the people in the generation. Y'all
think
can't
about the
say
morals,
it's
though.
the internet fault.
What is morals? What is your morals? We can still talk about morals. Morals is.
Give me let's start with an example. Let's break it down.
What's the example?
You give me an example.
My example of morals is morals is respect to your elders.
Okay, can I stop right there?
There we go.
I'm that 1%. If you don't respect me, I am not respecting you.
We didn't have that. But we didn't have that.
Old ass Barbara and Shirley ain't gonna come up in here talking first.
We didn't have. I wish you would say something to Barbara and Shirley back then. Your mama slapping you. And Barbara and Shirley gonna slap you too.
Let me explain.
The village raised the goddamn people.
Let me explain why I got. This is why I feel like that. Let me explain why. I feel like that because back in the day,
get ass whippers from the neighbor down the street.
Hold on, let me tell you why. From back in the day, Barbara and Shirley not about to say nothing to me that don't need to be said to me. Where I gotta look at them like, Mama, I know she grown, but such. No, you not.
Because y'all can run to y'all mama. Y'all mamas got tough.
Nah,
mamas was on that tough shit. You better not say nothing to my kid. Back then it was. Thank you for coming saying something. Yeah, I said I got his ass. I seen your son. I seen your son.
Shit we say.
I seen your son over here. I seen your son over here. I seen your son over here.
He was over there with a little girl.
And I got on his ass. Well, thank you for getting on his ass. I used to wish my mama would say something to him.
Y'all parents.
Thank you for getting on his ass. Right on my motherfucking ass.
You come tell my mama on me. My mama gonna say, did you do it? Whatever her daughter says.
That's the new generation shit.
No, that's not the new generation stuff.
That's the new generation.
Okay, let me do it. My mama not a new generation mama.
How old's your mama?
My mama like damn near 50.
Okay, can I say it like this?
My mama like 45, 46.
That's a new generation mama.
My mama just like that.
I agree with both sides of this.
You know how old my mama is?
Old as fuck. You old as hell.
Your mama's how old?
Like 45.
You almost what? 30?
I'm 27.
Right.
I be at the club with your
mama. My mom and daddy in their 60s.
I be at the juke joint.
You are damn near 50.
No, I'm not. I'm 36. I'm not down there 50.
That's too close to 40. 40 is 50.
You know what? I want you to keep that same energy in 10 years from now.
I am. You still be old as fuck.
Because when you get in 10 years from now,
it's gonna change.
I'm gonna have somebody like me telling me I'm old as fuck.
No, because in 10 years from now,
cool.
you're gonna be sitting where we sitting. It's not really old. We actually sitting in a cush position. Your 30s are actually.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
That 35 to that 40 is the prime.
Listen, I'm not saying
I'm 36. I'm in my prime.
Yes, that's the prime years.
I'm not saying y'all not. I'm not. It's a hot side. I got my clients tell me, damn, you like I'm talking to them. They like, what you mean when you was in high school? I'm like, nigga, I was in school almost 10 years ago. They like, damn,
baby,
you old.
I'm gonna tell you this.
That's a person that sit in my seat and be like, I
say
y'all old as fuck.
But I'm saying that's your younger.
My sister. A year older than me. Girl, you old as fuck. Like anybody that's you could be a month older than me. You're old as fuck.
So what you gonna be saying when people be saying you old as fuck?
I'm going to laugh and be like, but somebody older than me, I'm still laughing at their age.
I'm gonna be like, I'm a young woman.
Yeah, but that's just how I talk. Like your birthday could be a day before mine. You're old as fuck to me because you're older than me.
I do that too. When's your birthday?
The 6th of October.
What's that, a Libra? I'm a Leo. We supposed to be friends.
I don't like Leos or
I don't
Libras.
really like Libras.
But she
I don't like Libras either.
Well, I'm gonna say Leo niggas, but I don't really like Libras though. I'm not team Libra.
No, Libra and Leo.
I hate my sign.
Yeah, I do too.
But
for whatever reason, we supposed to be friends.
Hate your son?
We are like literally like the closest.
I'm gonna say, girl, Leos, I never like came in like I'm not saying came in contact, but never got cool with a girl Leo.
Yeah,
don't know why, but the niggas, yeah, they.
We're the best thing you're ever.
It's like they don't. They can. They the capital of lying, but they can't lie because I can lie. Leo. They can't. Leos can't lie.
No, I think the problem is. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not that Leos can't lie.
Y'all lie terrible.
It's like that Leos don't even give a damn about lying, and they so bold with it. It's like, what you want me to do? So they try to like put a little splash on it to make you feel he a Leo. That's why he laughing.
Oh my god.
Like I'm a Leo, he a Leo.
Y'all Leos.
Our birthday day after each other. We both Leos.
Oh yeah,
that's why I was like, they try. Literally. Best friend.
No, it's pros and cons to that. Ooh, it's pros and cons to it.
That's my best friend. Like,
that should be right there. Because y'all know each other too much.
Man, it'd be horrible. Because I be in my own little world as a Leo.
But you like other Leos, right?
No.
Okay.
I like July Leos. I do not like August Leos. But my best friends are August Leos, so I gotta like them. But they know
I don't like Libras. I don't like October Libra.
My mama's a Libra. My stepfather's a Libra. My biological father is a Leo. My brother is a Leo.
Damn.
My best friend's Leo.
Yeah, I know y'all have complications in that thing.
All his family's nothing but Leos. Mama, brothers, everybody. I'm surrounded by nothing but Leos and
I would
Libras.
hate that.
Libras are good. Let me tell you what my problem with Libras are. Y'all indecisive.
Now let me tell you the problem of Libras. Yeah. Indecisive, conniving.
Y'all not conniving.
Yes, we are.
Y'all are no. It's not conniving. You're strategic. You plot, but it's not conniving.
You can be conniving
because y'all don't really go through with it.
She spilled that chicken sauce. She spilled that chicken sauce on sauce that was conniving.
I'm a Libra. My mama a Libra, and my boyfriend a Libra. I can give you the whole rundown of everything.
Y'all definition of conniving.
The only thing I can say that's good about us, we funny as fuck. We all got a personality. I can say. Other than that, I hate Libras.
I do too.
I get on my own nerves.
If you have self-awareness,
yes,
as yourself, the only thing I don't like about Libra, like my best everyday friend is Libra. Just the lack of self-awareness sometimes. Yeah. That's the only thing. But Leos, you know, the one thing about us, we loyal to a fault. And once we love you, you in. Once you in, you in.
Y'all still ain't shit.
Man, I'm a Pisces, man.
I never said I was shit.
Oh, okay.
First of all,
we the hardest thing rolling around.
Lord save us all.
What? We the hardest thing rolling.
I only keep one Pisces in my life at a time.
Man, what?
Pisces I ain't gonna speak on Pisces.
Pisces the hardest thing rolling. Go tell it, Gino. We the hardest thing rolling around this motherfucker.
I'm not gonna speak on Pisces. I hate dating them, but my daddy is Pisces.
We the hardest thing rolling around here. We the most loyal. We the most loyal.
No, y'all not. Nobody more loyal than Leo.
What? We the most loyal.
No, y'all not.
We the most loyal.
I never met a loyal Pisces ever.
What?
Ever.
You met one right here.
Y'all are ruled by y'all
emotions. You met one right here.
Ever.
Right here.
It's your emotions.
I'm a loyal nigga.
Ever.
It's your emotions rule everything.
Ever.
I'm a loyal nigga. I ain't did
and Libras are emotional too, but then y'all put that big old emotional, like hard, like concrete, like
we're definitely emotional.
Man, we y'all are man.
Yeah, we delusional actually.
Yeah. I know. But I love the fact that you're so self-aware. Be my friend. Because I could be friends with a Libra who's self-aware because Libras are actually really like cool.
Yeah, I'm
and y'all are grounded.
Like,
great everyday friends. Y'all grounded. We gonna have a great time. Energy is gonna be where it needs to be.
Personalities
it's like when you speak and you say you don't like something, you don't like it. It's said it, but that's what I'm saying. Most Leos are like that. Like, yeah, we are extra and unnecessary. But when we say something, that's exactly what we said. Like when I said I was gonna do it.
It's too much shade on my side.
No, see, that's for real.
Leos are right.
If she don't like that, she don't like it.
And Leo's
if she don't know nothing about it, she don't know nothing about it. Like she tell you,
if you say you gotta
talk to her blue in the face.
You say you want to do this? Shit, let's go. Like that'd be my problem. Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, Libras, we're meant to be best friends for a reason, but
not all Libras. You gotta have an open mind. Libra.
No, you have to have a self-aware Libra. You have to have a Libra to be like, listen, this is who I am. This is how I am. I ain't working on shit. Can you take that? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Versus the Libras that be like, I'm trying to grow myself. You ain't growing a damn thing. Stop lying.
Let's get into these questions.
Okay,
what are your 3 most important habits of being a successful entrepreneur?
Ooh, discipline, intention, strategy, consistency, opportunity. That's not 3, but that's the disco. I ain't even tell y'all what I did for a living.
Yeah, I was wondering when you
okay, so y'all can cut it and edit this time.
Yeah,
all right.
You can say it right
so
now.
check this out. My name is Brittni Horton. Mm-hmm. I am the founder of Horton & Rouse Consulting. It is a workday consulting practice that offers functional and advisory and technical services. I do a lot of corp to corp. Mm-hmm. I don't really have a lot of hands-on, like person to person. I work with multi-million, billionaire companies, like offering my services for their ATM services, human capital management. So I'm on the IT side. So going back to the original question, 16 hours later, about my transition. I was sitting behind a desk making $21.63 an hour. Realized really quickly that they weren't going to give opportunities, and so I started Googling every day. I worked in payroll, so I could see what other job titles and positions were making, and I would start Googling and see what people needed, like or what you needed to get into those jobs. Everything said college degree. I didn't have one. I'm like, So I found a loophole because I had experience in payroll, which what I realized was like payroll is like being a doctor. Every company needs payroll.
Right.
Every company. And it doesn't require a degree to do it. So I found the loophole, and then from there I was able to transfer over to the other side into systems. And so I got on one of the big fours. That's when I first hit 6 figures. I got on the big fours, and I learned consulting through them, and then from there I transitioned, and
You say hit 6 figures. Got paid 6 figures, like your bracket.
Yeah, my bracket went from like the
a yearly.
Yeah, the 50, 60. So like I got like 100 plus because of all the stuff that comes with it. I got a company car, first time. Man, I ain't never had a company Amex card a day in my life. Like, I was like, what? They pay for travel? They do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, real nigga shit. So, I'm in Chicago, like, yeah, I done made it, you know? Yeah. And actually, that was actually one of the most loneliest times in my life. I called my best friend, Aleo, from the hotel room in downtown Chicago, and I was just crying, and I told her, I was like, I don't want to leave you. I was like, you gotta, like, come on, like, you gotta, you know, whatever. And I didn't even know that I was about to start my own business doing it. But I just
felt
was,
it,
it was literally one of the best times to, like, in my life was actually the saddest, most depressing time. And I called her crying, like, come on, like, please, like, you know, she's like, no, she's real estate. And no, she was starting real estate. Come on, I'm about to do this. I was like, please, I don't want to leave you. Like, because I could see it for myself. I felt it for myself. I didn't see this for myself, but I felt like something
you
was
going to
coming.
be better than what you are.
Right. And then life, because self-development and growth and entrepreneurship is really important, especially for Black people. Statistically, we are so behind. The construct and the system and the engine is not made for us. And so there's a lot of personal growth that we have to do during the process of entrepreneurship that puts us in such a weird position, because now we have to migrate out of environments that don't align with our goals, whereas other races of people don't have that problem.
Right, we got to be in certain ways.
Right, so we fighting hella battles while fighting the battles inside of those rooms to migrate, right? And learn the skill sets. And so suddenly I went from one life to being thrust in a room full of people who had like Harvard degrees, you know what I'm saying? Harvard MBAs. And I'm sitting in there like little Black girl. Like, so what I do right now, I'm literally on any given day, the only Black person, only Black woman, and I'm the youngest. I'm with nothing but white men, nothing with Indian men. And I sit in these rooms every single day, and I gotta like, initially, somebody's gonna try me.
Right.
Initially, right? They're gonna try the technical skill set. But I had to always like prove that I deserved to be there as well. Right. So it was a fight there, and then coming out of those rooms, you know, you log off for the day and you go outside, it's a fight here. Right. In our own community, because just like what I was saying about showmanship, what I do for a living doesn't require a Instagram or a Facebook following. Right. I'm corp to corp. You know, I work with big businesses. I don't even have to really be on LinkedIn. I got a network hand in hand, mixtapes in the parking lot. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my network. So just going out. You
just never know who you sit next to.
Right.
Or what they do, or how successful they are.
But that's the thing. In white, I don't say white, because I'm just say it. White folks, they don't do what we do. Mm-hmm. Like, I sit with them. Like, I'm in rooms with them every day. Like, you go to a bar and you sit down, white people don't assume that the next white person ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whereas black people got to come in, like, I had to really pipe up, I ain't gonna lie. Like, back in January, I had to do it. And you can ask him. I was like, I gotta do this stupid ass shit. Like, I gotta pipe up or do something extra now, just so when I launch this next business, people can be like, oh yeah, she's really successful. It's like, nigga, what? Like, I could post the receipts, I could tell you the story, I could tell you the journey, but until, for whatever reason, you see me in some shiny fucking boots in a section popping a bottle, now all of a sudden you think I'm on.
Right.
It's
white
crazy.
People ain't gotta do that.
No.
Mm-mm. No. You just gotta have a conversation with them and you be like, hold on, what did make you on half a time?
Listen, real shit. I learned this.
Nigga in the regular clothes, nigga just like regular person.
So you mean to tell me you got the deed to half a time?
Yeah.
Right.
Listen.
But you just sitting here chilling. Oh,
right.
Cool.
And that's really how it be. Like, I learned this, so there was a CEO of one of the companies. He used to get out the car every day. He drove an old beat up pickup truck. Wore some wrinkly little, you know what I'm saying, business slacks, little Jack in Box. Jack in Box was his favorite restaurant. He used to get out, walk in the office. That man was worth at least $10 million. Walk in, used to talk to me every day, like, hey, Brittni, how you doing? And I didn't really even realize, like, who he was until later on. But when I realized, like, that's what wealth really looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable in your own skin.
They don't have to do
They ain't buying that designer and all that shit.
They buy because they want it, not because they just be like, oh, I gotta make it look good for
if they
people.
buy it, you ain't really necessarily seeing them in it. Like, their wife probably might have a designer purse or something, but the men, them niggas in regular old clothes, regular smuggler Walmart shit.
They buy quality.
No, y'all think they in regular clothes.
They
probably got on a white tee.
They not in regular clothes.
They got a white tee, but they got Louis Vuitton on the side.
Exactly, because I learned at SMU. I was in SMU.
It's quality. They like quality. They just they in it because they want to, not because I want people to see me in it.
So I was at SMU in the dorms. It's all. I went to college. Money. It was money, and there was a white dude that stayed down the hall. It was a gay white dude that stayed down the hall, and he called me into his dorm room one day because he always saw me, and we were always cool or whatever. And he showed me his bag, nice leather bag. It was like a Hermes bag. I didn't like. I didn't know back then. 19.
What Hermes is,
yeah, I'm broke as fuck. College kid working 3 jobs. And the most revolutionary thing he ever told me, or what I learned about money, was he said, "New money is loud, old money is quiet." Mm-hmm. When you know what it is, you know what it is. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, he pulled up in that beat up pickup truck or whatever, but I bet he has about, $1 million worth of credit on him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do all of that. Mm-hmm. Like, buying a bottle in a club, like buying a bottle at a 500% inflated interest rate in a club.
I'm a promoter, so I know.
Right, exactly.
50, yeah. Same bottle we go say you get for 50.
Yeah, and you
for $4.50.
Man, and you buying it for $4.50 in a club, and everybody think you own. And I would tell you, like, in my entrepreneurship
that should keep
journey,
you broke.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie with that shit. Even though I gotta give out the facade and sell it.
Yep.
But to me, that's not for the broke. It's for the rich. It's for the motherfuckers that actually got the money and they can spend that money and buy it. But it be the motherfuckers that don't really got it and be knowing you got this section. The section got 4 bottle minimum. It's $3.50 a bottle. Then you talking about, well, how can I get it? We already told you, so you shouldn't even. You should when we see you the bottle list, and we give you the section, you should already have that already. You spending about $700 a band when you go to the club.
Can I say something about that in Texas? Can I say something about that in Dallas? We had 20. One thing I will say is that one of the hardest lessons I learned in my journey in entrepreneurship, and like Now, mind you, I had to fight in these rooms every day, right? I started my business. I ended up losing a child. I put myself back through cash money, back through school. I paid cash to get my business degree, right? While I'm building the business. I even took a full-time job on the side, whereas I'm all virtual. I'm one of the second largest cloud management storage companies. So they could teach me project management, agile, teach me all that shit, right? So I took that on the side while I'm running 3 clients in my business, while I'm going to school full time, all of that. Lost a kid, pandemic hit, still, doing my thing. I finally came outside. I got the degree. I got 8 certifications behind me, a degree behind me. I did all this work. I stayed low till I come up. I finally came outside. And I came outside and I felt like, because some dude that come here every single day, shake your hand, he don't put no money in this club pocket. Meaning, he's not the one buying the bottles. He's not the one buying the sections consistently. He's not the one really being able to help expand your business. But you gonna give him better customer service than you would give me, because what?
Y'all know he a familiar face.
And that's what I realized about Dallas. It's all about, as long as somebody show up every single week and shake your hand, it does not matter if they actually are furthering the business. And that was a really hard pill for me to swallow. That took me a couple months. Cause I was
have to ask for Dallas. You got, like you say, it's a show state. Like, they gotta see you coming in this club, popping bottles, and the people don't know you when you walk through that door. Like, oh yeah, she for sure gonna pop in bottles.
Well, it need to be the other way around, because you can have an out of town and they be like, oh, Dallas showed me a good time, and so every time, like you saying Dallas.
Yeah, it be the people, but like I say, it be the people.
And Dallas should never have became bottle culture. Sorry, so I'm gonna say it. It's not bottle culture city, and I'm gonna say it. Some of the establishments that are bottle culture charging the prices like, what? You can go to Mexico and get you can have a whole fiesta in Mexico.
With what you trying to charge
for?
Me
for 150. Like, I can get this same bottle for 150, get a whole experience on the other side for what I would pay one night in here. You know what I mean? It's not really that. But what I will say is that that's the reason why a lot of people can come to our city and capitalize and get on really quickly. So I'm not going to get on that soapbox. I just will say that I came outside and I did my nigga shit. I ain't gonna lie, right? Because I'm so proud of myself.
Right.
Yeah, you just go in there and pop some bottles and shit.
Yeah, I was popping bottles like for a whole year. Like everywhere I went,
everywhere I go, I'm popping me a bottle. It's gonna be sure.
And I still, I ain't gonna lie, I still have that. I still have that same energy, because for me, just now I feel I don't go out as much. Yeah. So if I go to my same little places, but if I go somewhere net new, I gotta we got a section. You gotta know somebody, so I'm gonna get a bottle. I'm gonna get that, but. Yeah, so to wrap it all up, my entrepreneurship journey is just so strange, but that's why I'm launching my next platform, Welcome to the Disco, Discipline, Intention, Strategy, Consistency, and Opportunity. It's all the things that I've learned along the way in this journey as a Black person. When I sat down and I looked at the statistics and the data, just with a high school diploma, you have less than a 1% chance of ever becoming a millionaire in America. With a master's degree, you have less than a 6% chance. And even with the rate of growth that we have, because there was a big boom in 2020 where everybody in entrepreneurship set up your LLC, do this, do that. What happened was, even with that data that the Pew Research Center, U.S. Bureau of Statistics, you can Google me. I don't want to tell him that because his kids already do that to him. But feel free to Google it. They said it's still going to take at least 274 years for us to catch up with the wealth gap in comparison to the per capita of Black people in America. And so a lot of the top reasons, right? Because 50% of all Black businesses fail within the first year of launching. And a lot of that is because of lack of knowledge, lack of real true business understanding, and lack of exposure, lack of mentorship. And what I'm seeing so much online is capital, get credit. Oh, everybody's trying to sell a packet for a skill set or something to be a technician where that you could get on and hit the $500,000 mark or the $1 million mark. Well, what they're not telling you is that a lot of times they hit, and you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I hit $500,000 by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm launching a business platform. My choice is not to hit nobody over the head to give them the knowledge.
Right.
What they did is they hit people over the head, creating these sales funnels, these marketing channels, and all this, and using social media, and people were buying it. That got them to the $1 million mark, right? So now they can market their lifestyle. And that's what keeps the sales funnel coming in. Yeah. It's not my intention.
People want to buy a lifestyle.
We're going to cut you off right there.
Go ahead and cut me out.
Dropping some jewels.
Go ahead and cut me out.
Man, let them know where to find you at right now.
You can find me on Instagram at Big Kat Disco, or you can go to _disco on Instagram. Those are my platforms right now. Don't worry, we got more coming.
Say, man, you rocking with the real life entrepreneurs, man. It's your boy A1 Steel.
And it's Tiffany Dom. Gotta go. Bye.
Hey. We out about this thing.
Running, stay down and hustle like shit too. Trying to tell you this real life. It ain't for the weak, it ain't for the sheep. I'm talking about real life. It is. Tuned in to RLE TV. Trying to tell you this real life.